Welcome! You're watching the Thrift Store Rundown, your 5-stop shopping stop on the road to WrestleMania. Doing all the shopping and, yes, locking on a budget. Imagine being the guy that puts your small town on the radar of America. A guy in the town where everybody knows their name, and in due course, all of America will know everybody's names over there, especially yours. And it's all you're doing. Now, it would be kind of hard to do if you were, let's say, Kurt Cobain of Aberdeen, Washington, a town of nearly 18,000 residents, known as being the gateway to the Olympic Peninsula. You couldn't really actively do it now because Kurt Cobain is, well, you know. So instead, let's actively imagine it through the eyes of one other Aberdeen resident who puts fans in a state of nirvana. Not for wielding a guitar like a sword, but for hoisting 2 of the most prestigious titles in sports entertainment up in the air, chanting, "Yes! Yes! Yes! Yes!" What else could be the name of Daniel Bryan's New York Times best-selling autobiography? My improbable journey to the main event of WrestleMania, specifically WrestleMania 30, April 6, 2014, at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans. This was co-authored by WWE.com executive editor Craig Tello, who chronicles all of Daniel Bryan's goings-on, all of his preparations leading up to WrestleMania, from walkouts to fan sightings, in the beginning of every chapter in here, accompanied by black and white photographs. This St. Martin's Press publication was picked up for 50% off the price of $4.99 from RWB, Red, White, and Blue, in Patterson. It's apropos, meaning fitting because Daniel Bryan's story is about American of an underdog story as you can get. This retails for $25.99 in the US and $29.99 in Canada. Normally, this would be the point where I would insert Daniel Bryan talking about his autobiography in a video on WWE.com, but if I did that, WWE would block this worldwide outright. You know how sensitive they can be with content IDs, so I'm just going to give you a rough summary of what to look forward to in here. Starting with one minute, but I think real awesome detail here. On the bottom right-hand corner of nearly every page, you flip this like an animation flip book, and you can make Daniel Bryan do his signature "Yes" chant from start to finish. Or in this case, finish to start because I'm doing it backwards, but there's no other way to do it. It's only on the bottom right-hand corner of every white page on the right side of this book. I think that's a really cool thing to notice. But anyway, Daniel Bryan takes you through his improbable journey, firstly, by developing quite a seasoned amateur background at New Japan Wrestling. Have you ever heard of All-Star Wrestling in England? That's quite a funny faction of developmental wrestling. Ring of Honor, where he was definitely no joke over there, he became quite the headliner at Ring of Honor. And of course, WWE's other developmental brand, Florida Championship Wrestling. WWE then came calling, not that they haven't done so before. He was the under-talent in a couple of matches on their syndicated show, Velocity, where he faced off against John Cena. But by that time, WWE came calling again, and soon he was probably the most professional rookie for the first season of NXT. Of course, Wade Barrett would win that season and would become the leader of the Nexus, leading all of the other eliminated rookies in wreaking havoc and chaos. Firstly, by hijacking the John Cena CM Punk main event on Monday Night Raw, as voted on by the WWE Universe. I still remember that clear as day. And then, of course, the Nexus disbanding, and Daniel Bryan becoming a headliner at many premium live events, then developing a feud with the Authority, Triple H and Stephanie McMahon, for labeling him as a B-plus player. A bona fide talent, but not enough talent to become the face of WWE. All this time, the Yes Movement is taking shape, and the Yes Movement will occupy Raw. And as he confirms, one pivotal moment on Monday Night Raw, the Yes Movement got what they wanted. Daniel Bryan in the main event of WrestleMania 30. And that was done through a mixture of WWE staffers in the ring and real fans outside of the ring. Including one guy who had the guts to stand next to Daniel Bryan and take a lot of selfies during the proceedings. And the rest is history. It's awesome history that you'll read up about in here. And of course we have a full color photo inset to complement everything. And of course the hero achieving his ultimate goal, finally becoming the A-lister. Well, not exactly Miz-level A-lister, but we don't need another Miz-level A-lister in WWE. This guy is as humble as they come, even though I've never met him before. I hope to someday. However, the epilogue in here, as real as it is kind of sad. I won't spoil it any further for you, which is why I end this review with this. 5 days after clinching the WWE World Heavyweight Championship at WrestleMania 30, Daniel Bryan marries the love of his life, and the love of my life, Brie Bella, on April 11th, in an outdoor ceremony within the beautiful nature of Sedona, Arizona. Of course, broadcast for the Season 2 finale of Total Divas on E! I want you to imagine that for a moment. Being the hero, finally realizing your potentials, and sealing it all with a kiss. If nothing else, I want you to close your eyes and envision that.
That's my boy!
And Brie Bella knows it. Bryan's humble spirit and gracious heart are why I fell in love with him. His brilliance in the ring confirms why we love watching this incredible WWE superstar. That's Brie Bella heaping the praise for this book alongside BleacherReport.com, Triple H, and Shawn Michaels, who Daniel Bryan did indeed study under during his days in wrestling school. And another unlikely influencer would also shape the course of his career. That would be William Regal. So all in all, I'm giving this the full Monty. 5 out of 5 claps. Even though Daniel Bryan isn't really my favorite WWE superstar, do I like him? Yes! Do I like this book, therefore? Yes! Should you pick this up? Yes! And are you gonna like it just as much, if not more, than I do? Well, if you are a Daniel Bryan fan, or otherwise, I think we all know the answer to that question. Thanks for watching! Check out more TSR by clicking on another awesome review like this one, top left, and be sure to subscribe by clicking top right. Until next time, I'll catch you on the Thrift Side!